All right. Let's do this. Time to pick up some weights off the floor. Quite a few times. All right. Get ourselves set up for that. We'll do a hex bar and normal, I think. Oh, I like hex bar too. A little bit too much fun not to do it. And good. Yeah. Definitely good for warming up. For really anything. So we'll do that. But what up? There we go. What's up, bro? Been waiting? You been waiting for the morning gym? Me too. Me too. It's time, bro. It's time. Been waiting for this. So it feels like a Saturday to me because that's what our schedule is going to be, but it is technically Friday. Technically. Wait, you've been knowing me as a prot warrior? That's awesome. So you've been enjoying the Legion remix stuff then, huh? That's fun. That is fun. Yeah, we've been definitely blasting some prot remix, haven't we? Is that how you know me though? Yeah, okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, I usually play DPS, but for remix, yeah, we've been hammering the prop stuff. That's been working, right? It's been working. Let's try this. I might need the other ones actually. That's cool though. Welcome back, man. But it is how you train to be a warrior. Yeah. So is that remix? Awesome, awesome. Yeah. We've been having a lot of fun with remix, man. That's been super fun. But yeah, we come in here and hit the weights every morning too. So, oh, you've been playing warrior? Nice. Yeah. Now, if you're starting to play warrior, it's time to start hitting the gym, bro. That's how that works. It's all part of the deal. So now we get warmed up. We'll be playing remix later though. I got you. But we gotta get our morning gains in deadlift day too. Oh, particularly fun workout today. Gotta get warmed up. That is so cool. It's always neat to see where, you know, people find the content. Very cool. But remix is definitely helping me get comfortable playing prot a little bit, which is neat. So, I currently am eating definitely more than 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. But yeah, I mean, when I'm dieting really hard, I don't usually go below that. But if you're trying to get like enough protein, I would just say try to at least get close to 1 gram of protein per centimeter of height. Because you don't necessarily need to support all your body mass with protein while dieting, because it's probably not all lean body mass. But yeah, I mean, I'm in a nice little surplus at the moment, so very good environment. Yeah, definitely. I'm in a nice little surplus at the moment, so we're, you know, we got a little bit more room in our macros, right? So I'm definitely eating more than 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, but I'm pretty comfortable eating a pretty high protein. Always have. But even now, I'm like, you know, I could be eating more protein, but I think 270, 280 grams is plenty for now. That's plenty. Oh. Yeah, Remix continues to be a blast. And we'll do more of it today, I think. Although I did enjoy playing Fellowship yesterday. That was also really fun. Ever feel not motivated to work out? Yeah, sometimes. But I also know that doing my workouts is gonna help me have a better day. And I'll usually feel pretty good once I get started working out, so. Yeah, but I also tend to really enjoy training, look forward to it, but yeah, I'm sure that happens to everybody. Some days you're not gonna be feeling it, but it's good to do it anyway. I mean, you don't have to work out every day. Rest days are good too, but you know, if you have a workout that day, it's good to do something. It kind of helps you stay in rhythm, you know? And I find that to be really useful. You're very helpful for the whole picture, you know? What's up, Lance? Up to my weight at most of my lifts with a bicep back day. Woo, 2/3 done with the 2/3 done. And shot. Oh, hey, that's a pretty good workout then if you're feeling it like that. That's good. What's up, Lance? Again, yeah, that's pretty good. Good job, man. That's good. Challenging yourself. Right? Oh. I finished out? Yeah, sure. You got this, but that's good. That's a good sign. Oh, it's a good sign, I think. Gotta go up a little bit. Gotta eat some bulking cows, gotta do some bulking lifts. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. So we're working out again in March, not like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Don't feel motivated anymore. We just want to go about what are you doing with your food? All right. I could leave this there. What's you doing with the food? Well, ease back into it, bro. Ease back into it. Maybe train and eat in a way that you enjoy for a little bit. Get back in there. You know? Maybe set some different goals so that you have something to work towards that you're excited about. But yeah, just staying in rhythm is helpful. Sorry to hear that you're not feeling it right now, but get you a little bit of Legion pulse going, that'll help. A little bit of pre-workout can kind of help get you in the mindset. It makes those workouts pretty fun. All right. Couple more sets to warm this thing up. I'll do some of them normal deads here in a minute. Started working out again in March though. Yeah, okay. Yeah, set some goals, make it matter to you. It depends on what you're trying to do with food. Sounds like you might be trying to make some gains, huh? It's hard to keep up with. Yep. That's my advice too, pretty much. Rest days are fine, taking days off is fine, if that's part of your plan, but if you just don't feel like it, I mean, generally you're gonna feel a lot better having done the workout than not, you know? And like creators saying, the discipline building element of that is very helpful. Most definitely. Being able to get the job done, do what needs to be done, make this sort of long-term good decision, rather than kind of just like giving into however you feel at the moment, right? Nothing wrong with recovery days. Those can help you actually make progress, but I'm not a great example of taking lots of days off. Even if they are good for the gains, I'd rather be in the gym. I like working out, so I'd rather be in here doing it. Yep, we'll be gaming later, bro. More remix later. Ooh, thanks for checking into the gym shoot, though. Woo. Got some work to do today. Yeah. Muscle ups, yeah? Gotcha. That's a very specific goal. Mostly technique related. Game plan today, I think we're gonna work out and then it'll look kind of like a weekend. I think. So we'll work out and then we'll get on later for like a session that goes into the evening, I think is the plan. So more like a weekend. But maybe starting a little earlier than the weekends usually. Ryan's doing the PvE thing? Okay, cool. 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 Alright, let's go up a little bit on that. Those feel super nice. I love hex bar deadlifts. I was actually dreaming about hex bar deadlifts last night. I was dreaming about them. Whew. I was ready for them. Whoa! That's where they're powering us up, man. Creator hitting us with it. Thank you, brother. Pumping us up, man. Sheesh. Thanks for more motivation. I want to play you too, man. Back at you. Thank you, bro. All right. Shaking some things up in Diablo. Cool. Cool. Worth a look as usual, you know, I'd say. Yeah, man. Worth a look as usual. Definitely. Cool. Very neat. Very fun. The muscle ups are kind of a interesting goal. So another RNG pick we went plant. Wow, okay. Cool. Just building your guy, huh? Very neat. Very cool. They're just straight up calling it Sanctify. Hey Threat, thank you so much, man. A big flex for you, pumping us up. Yeah, all good, man. We'll see you next time. Keep getting after it, bro. Keep getting after it. Let us know how it's going. You got this though, man. You'll be glad you did. Oh. Oh, Sanctify's new, gotcha, yeah. That's what PoE2 has in their Sanctify now. Crazy. That's another power? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That sounds fun. Sounds fun. We'll be checking that out when the time comes. Alright. Lots of stuff going on right now. Lots of stuff going on. Whew. Yeah, I had fun with Fellowship yesterday too. That was all in all a pretty cool day. And our remix streams are actually doing pretty good, man. And we had another really good remix stream yesterday. As someone who's just a couple months old in the gym, how do I gauge when I go overweight with my sets? So I would say when you start being able to, so you're doing something that you could do for like 8. Once you can do it for 10 or 12. Then you can bring the weight up a little bit so that you stay feeling like it's a tough set of 8. It's kind of one way to think about it. So pick a rep range that you want to do, and once you start exceeding that rep range, bump it up a little bit. Then you can do it by feel, and you can do it just for fun. But when you're gauging how much weight to go up, especially if you're new, first of all, I'd be doing sort of higher rep sets anyway. And once something that you were used to do for 8, you can do now for 12. You can increase the weight a little bit to go back to being able to do it for a tough set of 8, something like that, right? It's like an easy way to think about it. That's exciting though, man, making some gains, getting in the gym, it's awesome. Do it. Oh, do it. It will serve you well. Oh, very exciting. I'm gonna go up a little bit. Planning to get back on stage? Eventually, not for a while though. Eventually, yeah. I still am interested in competing, yeah. It's just not gonna be for a bit. Gotta make some gains. Basically what are we doing? Yeah, sounds good, man. Sounds good. Yeah, doing that intuitively makes sense to me for sure. But yeah, if you're new, I mean, I do tend to like to work high rep ranges anyway. I feel like that's a great way to progress, learn the movement, and also you're not getting yourself in a position where you're likely to injure yourself. I feel like for me, getting hurt was always in the lower rep ranges. That doesn't have to be like that. That could just be due to my, inexperience or whatever. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of volume. Huge fan of volume. Lets me really keep the tension in the muscle. What's up, Yukon? Huge fan of volume. Lets you really learn the weight, learn the movement, and feel it. And even when you're digging into like some of the later sets, you're able to keep the tension on the muscle, which I think feels good. Yeah. Pretty cool. That sounds exciting, Lance. Yeah, neat. What's up, Bender? Realistically, I don't really, at this point, plan on getting back on stage for probably at least until like 2028. Like, I could see myself maybe competing winter of 2028. But yeah, I want to take some time and improve. You know, we haven't done a real bulking phase. Like, we had off seasons, but it wasn't like an extended bulking phase for a couple years now. So yeah. Yep. What are you talking about? How did you turn on? Well, that muscle comes from making the weight as heavy as possible rather than the actual weight. Save your joints. Oh, right. I see what you're saying, Envy. Making the weight feel, yeah, using the weight to create tension. Gotcha. Yeah, okay. I was like, real knowledge, yeah, comes from cranking the weight up as much as possible. And I was like, maybe. That's one way. Like, I see what you're saying, though. Yeah. Letting the weight sink in is one of the ways I like to talk about it. Yeah. Oh. Now, increasing the weight that you're using is definitely good. But yeah, I agree. Letting it sink in is nice. Still moving up with the weight, still progressing is good. Oh. Like today, I think we should be able to progress past 225. I just use normal grip until I put the straps on. But if I was trying to lift as much as possible, I would probably do this. Without straps. I'd probably just do over under. But I'll just do straps. Since I'm not like trying to do powerlifting, you know, I may as well just use straps, and that's fine. Now, if you're trying to actually compete in powerlifting, yeah, you're gonna need to be able to grip the bar for a meet. For me, it's not really what I'm doing so much. Trying to get the weight going, you know, just trying to get it in my back and posterior chain and whatnot. But I have been not using like a bell or sleeves or anything that I've been doing recently. Just trying to not do weight that requires that right now. Fellowship was great. I thought it was super fun. Nothing feels as like smooth and sharp as WoW. But Fellowship does something different, which I liked. It was cool. A lot of similarities with WoW, of course, but it's doing its own thing, and I thought it was cool. I really enjoyed it. I think it'd be a really cool game to keep our eye on, and I'm down to play more of it too. But yeah, I thought it was really cool. I liked it. I had a really good time with it. I could definitely see myself playing more, for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna sort of switch off of what we've been doing with WoW right now, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely a game that is like, this is a good one. It's on the list of like, yeah, that was cool. We had a really fun stream with it, so I had super good vibes with it yesterday. Definitely. This feels good. I mean, I like I really like lock in with the weight really well with this. But generally I just do a double overhand. What's up, Totem? Yeah, it's fun. Oh. Really appreciate when games come through with sponsored opportunities like that. It really takes the stress out of like, ooh, do I try this game? I hope it goes well, you know? Just get to play it and have fun. And know that, yeah, it's good for business to do it, you know? and our stream wasn't sponsored, but we have a video that we're making. But the stream went really well, so that's always awesome. Helps, you know, keep it all going strong. I'm gonna keep working on that to warm up. Feels good, but need some more warm-ups. Playing what you want to play and playing on what you know turns most viewers. Yeah, it's good to find a balance. But when you find that balance, it feels really good. I think there could be some main game fellowship grinders for sure, but I think it absolutely could be played seasonally. I doubt we'll be doing arc raiders, but we'll see. Again, you know, if the opportunity arises, I love checking out new games. I do, it's really fun. So we'll see. And Nigel, thank you so much, man. Big flex that Prime pumping us up from downtown to the 40-monthers. Sheesh. Thank you, man. We'll take care of that Prime. You know we will. Gonna be a good month of games and gains. But yeah, you always gotta try to find that balance. Thankfully, we've got some really good options right now. I'm still really enjoying Legion Remix, and even though we're just kind of in that grind stage, people seem to be interested. The past 2 streams with it have gone really well, and doing the viewer 30s, helping you guys get achievements and stuff and farm your characters up is fun. I do like that a lot. When I can have a strong character and then help you guys is awesome. We're still mostly getting carried by our Giga Grinder homies, but still, it's fun. Here we go. That is fun. Make it like a community thing. Oh, so cool. Funnily enough, that's kind of one of the things we did in Legion was doing our Antorus runs, right? Oh, that was really fun doing the viewer raids, so maybe we'll do that again. I really like doing community stuff. And even though we kind of mostly have done PvP over the years, like PvE is just kind of a good vibe for just what we got going on right now. It's working, so that's cool. I'm digging it. And I think Fellowship could be the same kind of thing. Just group up with viewers and do runs and Fellowship. But then again, I think the number one thing is probably do that just with WoW. But I can see Fellowship being a very similar kind of thing. Alright? You're helping blast people through dungeons on there, so even if we're mostly playing WoW, I can see the idea with Fellowship. I can see like a path, you know what I mean? But yeah, I would love to kind of help people out with Mythic Plus and WoW. I like what we're doing with Remix, you know? So, because carrying people in Arena can be fun too, but it can also be more frustrating. Generally, like PvE stuff is just straight collaborative. It's just straight good vibes. You know, it's cool. There we go. Oh. Cool. Go a little bit. Whew. Yeah, I don't know, Strain. Sometimes I feel like breaking that like wall and talking about that kind of stuff is kind of not a good idea, but I don't know. I'm just kind of being me and being genuine and talking about what's on my mind. So, but yeah, That's kind of stuff that I think about. I like my job and I want to keep it going, you know? So, well, you like it? Well, that's good, straight. I don't mean to be like breaking people's immersion, you know? But it's definitely part of the deal, you know? You want to find that balance of enjoyable and effective and productive, right? But I mean, I'm still out here doing the gym streams, you know? So there definitely is room in what I do to do things almost purely out of passion. But we also have sponsors who support my fitness content. We have our supplement sponsor, Legion, and we have Renaissance Periodization, the RP guys who are, you know, we're using and promoting their apps, the diet and training app, which is fantastic, so. We do have some fitness-related brands that are interested in working with us and supporting me doing my thing, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm definitely in a phase of my content creation where I'm following my passion a lot with the content, so. But even then, you gotta find a balance. Because I do want to keep doing this for a long time. But thankfully we have a lot of really cool games that we get to try out from time to time, and we always have our home game with WoW, which I always, you know, I do love. And WoW's been doing a fantastic job of cranking out some content to enjoy, so that's a good partnership right there. Well, thanks, iTotem. Means a lot, man. Yeah, we'll keep it going, bro. We'll keep it going. Your support definitely helps out a ton. So thanks. Yep. This is what it is. Gotta do what makes sense. But you know what? If we find a balance, then we get to keep doing our thing. And I think this is like super valuable. Obviously, it's like how I, you know, support my family, but it's also like I think there is good being done here. You guys can come here and get good vibes, or maybe learn a thing or two about fitness or about gaming, and just have it be an entertaining and enriching place to hang out, you know? Find some friends that are like-minded. We talked about that last night. Pretty cool. Keep it going. And I just like hanging out with you guys. Here we go. Try to be a good avatar of all the support that you guys give me. Try to turn it into something cool, you know? If you really support a guy going after his dreams, what does that look like? You know? Try to do something cool with it. So it's not only just creating daily content, which I love doing and I focus on doing, but it's like, well, what do? You know? Do you go out and do cool stuff? It's like, I think we've done some pretty cool stuff. You know? Getting rank 1 titles, getting bodybuilding competition stuff, you know, going and being part of, you know, the BlizzCon events, you know, and then of course building up our family, you know? Bringing a amazing little person into the world. This is some big stuff. I wouldn't have been able to do without you guys. Here we go. Let's hit this a couple of times. All right. We'll keep on doing it. Let's add a little bit of weight as we go too, huh? I can go a little bit. We'll do another one. So the merch site that we used is closing up shop, or has closed up shop. So I have to find us a new distributor. Strain, thank you so much, man. And big flex for you, pumping with that prime. Thank you, bro. I'll keep it pumping for you, man. Thanks for helping us do the same. So what we do, that's on our list, is to find us a new merch distributor. This is a cool one though. This is one of the ones we did through Teespring campaigns a while back, so we'll work with them again. That worked fine back in the day. But we do need to get some merch out for the homies, definitely. The Valeron, what up? Time to get the gym going for the morning, brother. Time to hit it. Joe stream's good, me too. We'll keep it going, man. Let's get another warm-up set on the deadlift right there, and we'll keep it pumping, man. We'll keep it going. Whew. So far, so good today, though. Getting things warmed up on the deads. We've been doing deadlifts on Fridays recently. I've been enjoying that. I don't usually do like the same workout on the same day like that. But yeah. And arms workout till I was exhausted during the sets because that's what's recommended. Now my arms would hurt in the middle for days, like in here or like up here, like in the muscle or on the tendon. I'm not sure about arc raiders. Bring Me the Horizon was super fun. It was awesome. Yeah, if it's in the tendon, you just might have gotten the tendon a little bit mad. That can be one of the tricky things about training to failure. Like true failure is like, sometimes you just need to give the muscles a little love and let them grow. Actually going till like you injure yourself is maybe not the best way to go about it. Basically, you just gotta give it some rest. That sucks though. The second person asked about arc raiders, that must be coming soon then, huh? That sucks. Might just gotta give it a little bit of rest. A little bit of overuse injury happens. Yeah, so some of us can push ourselves pretty hard, and if you do that, it definitely is possible to injure yourself. Going to true failure is tricky. Because true failure may actually be a place that you don't want to be. Sometimes it's nice to leave a little bit in the tank and just progress. But yeah, dealing with the situation you're dealing with now, it's probably got to give it a little bit of rest. If it's in the tendon, yeah, that's a bummer. Just got to give it a little bit of rest. It'll feel better. There wasn't like any like big acute injury moment. Probably just a little bit of overuse. Just mad. Tendon's a little bit angry with you. That happens. Yeah, annoying, but I'll just rest it and it'll feel better. I guess we learn for next time too. It's like, okay, that was a little too much, I guess. Happened to me with my shoulder recently. You know? Whew. Been training a conservatively kind of helps you stay in the gym. So I like to train hard, but I'm an enjoyer of training, you know, up to that line a little bit. And then you gotta have a little bit of discipline where you're like, yeah, that's probably enough for today. I could do more, probably, but let's take a break and go get some food and start growing, you know? That's enough stimulus for today. Let's go start our recovery, you know what I mean? Do it again tomorrow. That's something to look forward to. But I feel you. There's a lot of information out there, and there's a lot of, you know, doing really short workouts to failure is like, yeah, I mean that's one way to do it, but I don't know. Doesn't necessarily work for everybody. But you might have been doing a little heavy on the volume, I suppose, huh? Oh, nice. Good stuff, Bucky. Yeah, we're here, man. Doing the dang thing. I'm glad to hear these streams help you get fired up, bro. Alright, I'm gonna do one set of this real quick, and then I'll switch weights while we're recovering. Alright. Alright. Let's keep things moving, boys. Another set of these. We just want to get past 225 today on the deadlift. Working something past 225 would be great. Oh. And we definitely don't have the same weight on there. I was like, what is going on? I had to take a peek. Getting ahead of myself. So this is 205. So we want to do this, and then we'll go up a little bit more. And then that will probably be able to work around that bracket. Pump it up. Whew. Getting ahead of myself there. Nice. Yeah, 225 for 8. Whew. That's gonna be some reps. We can do it though. We can do it. I'm feeling those though. Feeling those. Deadlifts for reps, man. That is some good stuff. Pretty juicy. That is some good stuff. Oh, deadlifts for reps. Oof. That's the feeling on leg day. Woo-wee. Yeah, that's rough. Yep. Leaving a little bit in the tank is an okay way to go. Because guess what? You go and do it again tomorrow. Don't need to annihilate yourself. Yep. Do enough to kind of have some fun in the gym, get some stimulation, tell those muscles that they might want to grow a little bit, and and then getting there tomorrow. And then go about your day, you know? Make sure you have enough energy in the tank to go about your day and use your workout as like a little momentum booster, you know? And then on days where you're really feeling it, hit it hard. Hit it, you know? Summon your will, practice summoning your will in the gym. That's worth it too. Practice summoning your will. Almost 40, nice. Yeah, we're getting there. 35, got a couple good years before 40 as well, and then we'll get some good years after 40. But yeah, I mean, I intend to be making gains in my 40s. So far, so good. So far, so good. Let's get that gnarly muscle maturity, you know what I mean? Gnarly. I do kind of want that there. Well, we may need it, but whatever. That's just for shrugs later anyway. We're packing weight on both of these thingies. All right. These things are awesome, yeah, man. Usually they happen after like some good sleep. You gotta rest up a little bit to get those kind of days. Summon your will called Super Saiyan, yeah. Same kind of thing. Same kind of thing. There we go. Picking stuff up. Yeah, of course. Yep, sleeping is good. Whew, that's like my weakest thing. Out of training, diet, and sleep is my weakest. And for competition purposes, out of muscle building, conditioning, and posing is my weakest, so. We got some things to work on. Where's the new 20s? Might be, man. I feel like in a lot of ways, I really just continue to feel better as I've, progressed in my life. But, I don't think that's on accident. You have to keep improving and learning and going after it, right? So that's a conscious thing, an intentional sort of thing. Gotta keep working on that. Whew. It's gotta be on purpose, And get that shoulder healed up, cotton pole. I mean, I've gotten little aches and pains in my situation over the years. I don't really think it's any different right now. Usually from some kind of overuse situation, right? Or my back for like glutes not being strong enough, right? So we're working on that. It's nothing age related yet, I don't think, for me. Probably got a little bit less hair on top and more gray in my beard, but I'm fine with that. I like the way I look just fine. There we go. Oh. But in terms of actually physically feeling good and performing well. I think we're, I don't know, man, nothing age related yet. Here we go. Oh, good. That one was even better than the last one. And Desi, let's go, bro. Big flex for you, golden dragon status, man. Holy moly. Adding the pad roll makes I'm a genius. I'm a fitness genius. I know. Yep. And my grandpa was an awesome guy, and he shaved his head every day, so, I don't know every day, but he shaved his head, so I'm cool rocking that with him as a tribute, you know what I mean? He didn't have the beard, but that's okay. That's showing a tribute to my dad. He's still with us, for sure. But I don't mind showing some tribute to my grandpa. That's for sure. At the bad bench press, yeah, it's nice, yeah. But yeah, having that there for the thing, you just roll it right up your body, no problem. Feels good. You can kind of take your time with it. Yeah. Oh man. There we go. Whew. Yeah, my dad had a full beard when he was younger. He had to tighten it up a little bit as a professional. But that's okay. All right. Whew. My dad and grandpa, grandparents, like the coolest people. So I had and have a good, cool guy ancestry to look up to. All right. Very grateful for that. I kind of still want to do some more hex bar, but there's going to be a time where you need to focus on the normal deadlift, just recover for the deadlift sets, but these do just feel really nice. Oh man. The gray in my beard really shows more after I trim it up. Once the beard grows in, it like blends more or something. I'm not sure how that works, but yeah, like I shaved for my bodybuilding show, and then it grows back, and looks different. There we go. I think every dieting phase that I do definitely adds more gray to the beard, though. There's that too. Very nice. So doing shows? Yeah, I just did one 2 months ago. We're gonna take some time to grow now, but yeah. You can type ! Gains to see my fitness Instagram if you wanna check that out. You guys can all follow that anyway. But yeah, we're gonna take some time to grow now. But my most recent one was just 2 months ago. Like 2.5 months ago, but you know, pretty recent. We did all right. Got on the podium. Got some work to do, you know? I'm only a little bit fussy. That one guy got placed ahead of me So I don't think you should have, but whatever. That's how bodybuilding goes. Deadlift PR is 485. So definitely got a ways to go to get back up to that. Deadlifting is double what I currently am. Over double, but whatever. Don't work on forearm grip. I don't really train forearms right. I just lift weights and they kind of get a little bit of work done that way. Yeah, forearms are not a focus of mine. Not a bad idea to focus on, I just don't. So, not on my list right now. I think my forearms get most of their work done on my back days, probably, right? Just holding on to the weights. Even with the burster grips, it's still something. All right. We do 225 now? Okay. Here we go. Great. We're definitely going up. That's good. Awesome. Socials? Yeah, all good. It's just, you know, that's where you can see a couple pictures of the show. That's pretty cool. We still have a video that I could post. I just need to do some commentaries. I haven't felt like it. So, doing other stuff. Just got getting right back to work. And everything else. I mean, that felt like a 245 angle. Really. I just do that. It's a bit of a jump, but we've been adding a ton of weight to my squat every workout. I'm being a little bit more cautious about deadlifts. I think I'm more out of practice with deadlifts than I am squats. So, but we can do 245, I bet. Just focus up. But we are going to take a break from competing for a couple years to grow. But I intend on competing again in the future. I don't think I'm done with competitions. But we did after not competing for 5 years from COVID and everything else, we did shows in 23, 24, and 25. So 3 years of competition each year is okay. I mean, that was not really what I was planning to do, but okay. So I stayed relatively lean during those times, and you know, that was fun. But time to improve. Any major difference between major normal deadlifts and what you're doing with the RDL? RDL is probably mostly just for your hamstrings. They're not going to go quite as heavy. They're not going to be using your quads as much. RDLs are going to be way more glute ham. Normal deadlifts are too, but maybe just the main thing is just less knee bend to get it going. All right, we're going right back for it. Nothing in between here. Going right back to it. Cool. Whew. 245. How many sets for muscle group per week? Oh, quite a few. True top end working sets? I don't know. Maybe 10 right now. Whew. Top set, 10. I'm gonna put my knees out. I'm not really quite sure what you're asking me. Are you able to sort of tell from what I'm doing, or what's like what do you mean? All right, 245 for 8 felt fine. We can work there for a little bit though. Probably a fine place to be. That feels engaging on my glutes and hands. Like the initial movement. Does looking at the exercise help answer the question or no? I think with your knees or lower back. I think the main thing I'm trying to do in the beginning is get my back braced and drive with my legs, like glutes and hamstrings and quads the most. I'm not sure. You're sure showing 42 is this one. It's 42 for what now? Like age? Yeah, I don't really feel like I'm lifting with my knees as much as I'm lifting with like my, the back of your legs, and my lats are being driven down. Oh, 42 sets per muscle group per week. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing 42 like hard sets per week. I might be doing 42 total sets, right? But I'm not sure about 42 like working like quality sets. All right. I mean, I'm picking up like this, and I'm driving backwards, right? So it's like a hip hinge. I'm driving down. Well, it's a lot of glute and hamstring. Works, that sounds crazy. I mean, if all you do is lift and you go home and just like sleep all day, maybe. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're like a professional athlete, that's like what you do, like maybe. But, you know. That's kind of funny, huh? Kind of funny to think about that. There we go. I probably don't usually go over like 20 like really hard sets per week. Even though I'm a big volume enjoyer. We're still kind of just recovering. We're kind of just building back up again right now. Sweet. Woo. Sweet. Nice, didn't? You're a big fan of that guy? That's cool. I'm glad you found somebody who inspires you, man. I haven't really been keeping up. Is he seem to be doing okay? Still a big source of inspiration for you? That's cool. I haven't seen him in a while. That's funny. No, I just saw you popping off over there on YouTube. You're joking? Yeah, I know, but you know, what do you want me to say? It's like, hey man, I mean, how's it going? Definitely haven't seen him in a bit though. Is he doing all right? Maybe not. Choo-wee. Yeah, 40, yeah, I mean, if I do, like, if you track every single exercise that I do in the gym, maybe it's 40 a week, right? It's definitely not like 40 hard quality sets. I think we could put more weight on this. Maybe we could do more like 255. And that feels pretty good. And I'm not trying to get too cute, but I think we could do 255. That's how it'd be like good quality stuff. Still get a little bit of progression on the day, you know what I mean? Alright. It ain't much, but it's more than we've been doing, you know what I mean? Still in that kind of 2 to 3 month window of post-competition recovery, you know what I mean? But it's still nice to be able to go up in weight when you can go up in weight, you know? Here we go. Dude, are you new to the stream? Did you just kind of like swing by from like a fitness thing, or you've been here before? Over on the YouTube side of things. Always interesting to hear how people find their way to the fitness side. Ah. Oh. Much more quad. I'm doing a lot of hamstring with the normal deadlifts. Whew. Don't do 235 for a couple. That'll be fun. Or health mindset, not compete advice the other day. Yeah, sure. I mean, if you want to compete, that's also really fun, but you definitely got to find the right mindset for yourself too. Yep, good. Taking it easy, getting it going, awesome. Awesome, I'm glad that kind of helped get you oriented in the right way. Yeah. You're gonna go do bodybuilding shows? It'll be fun. Flat or incline for bench? Both. Both. You have no chill, yeah. Or you're gonna have to be on the grind for a bit to compete anyway, so you may as well find a groove and hit it for a bit, you know? I understand, I like competing too. But even I gotta take some time and get on the grind too. Even though competition's fun, gotta spend some time building some muscle now. We had our fun for 3 years of competing, but yeah, now we gotta buckle down a little bit. Allow my system to progress. And next time we compete, we'll be coming in hot off of a nice couple-year bulk, and that'll be juicy. That'll be juicy. All right, let's see what this feels like, huh? 255. I don't think it should be too much, but this will be good for today, I think. Something a good amount of weight to work with for 8 or 6. We'll see how it feels. Cool. 8's good, yeah. Bulk cut cycle. Well, yeah, I mean, when it's time to compete, you gotta diet. And when you're getting ready to compete, you may as well be growing. So, yeah, we do indeed. All right. Yeah, you can get bronze, but I got plenty of bronze. But yeah, you can like get them out of your bags. Regular barbell deadlift is an actual deadlift. It's gonna be more glute and hamstring. The hex bar deadlift is, at least the way I'm doing it, it's much higher off the ground. It's a neutral grip, and I feel like it's a little bit of, you know, posterior chain, but it's a lot more quad. It's fun. It's a nice warm up and a nice kind of like stay warm / pumper. It's cool. Ideal amount of protein per pound of body weight. What I would say is get at least 1 gram of protein per centimeter of height. Is what I would say. Try to get around there. Pound of body weight is different. And you know, it absolutely could be different for different people. You know, how much protein you prefer to eat. But yeah, when I'm dieting, I'll try not to go too far below like 180 grams of protein. But I'll frequently maybe even get a little more than that, but try not to go below that. But then when I'm, you know, when I'm in a surplus like this, you know, I'll be eating 280 grams of protein. That's just what happens from eating foods that I want to eat. So, look, how often are I learning new things in the sphere? I mean, I don't know if there's like a lot of like, whoa, I've never heard of that or seen that before kind of thing. But I feel like you definitely refine your knowledge and try different stuff, make small adjustments here and there for sure. But a lot of it is like, I think most of my learning is like, just kind of doing the thing and learning a little bit more about myself and like trying like little adjustments and seeing how it feels. But I don't do a lot of time like researching like literature and stuff, you know what I mean? Just not that it's not interesting or cool, it's just not how I spend my time, you know? But even if there is like literature, it's like, okay, cool. I mean, maybe I'll at some point kind of work that into what I'm doing. But I do tend to trust what I'm doing. Not because I'm an expert, it's just like, I've been doing it for a while. And I think I found a good sort of balance of what I want to do and what's effective and kind of balancing it for my life. And so when I do make adjustments, they're not like massive sweeping changes. Because I gotta keep everything in balance, right? Like I don't structure my entire life around bodybuilding. But I do use bodybuilding as a way of like enhancing my life and being better at the things I want to do. It's just that's kind of the balance that I'm doing right now. Here we go. A lot of ways I train are like, what's gonna make me feel good for the rest of my day, you know? There we go. Oh. And you also got to take things with a grain of salt, right? So it's like, okay, what if 42 sets a week is BIS? It's like, okay, cool to know. I'm not gonna start doing that though, you know? Good to know. Neat, you know? Oh my goodness. All right, so I don't know, that's 2 of 8 at 255, so that's cool. I'm only kind of just tracking my top sets right now. And just because my split is kind of weird right now, I'm just adding a deadlift to my bench day. Probably good, you know? Do these help? Yeah, for sure. I do like them. I'll be back real quick. We'll keep pumping a few more sets. That's good though. And for example, like my workouts right now are shorter than they have been in the past, just because like, in order for me to do everything that I want to do in the day, I can't spend 2 hours in the gym right now. So like an hour and a half, so my volume's a little bit cut down, that's okay. But again, we just kind of get in here and hit it and then go about our day. That's fine. I think that's gonna be enough on the normal barbell deadlift. Am I gonna continue playing Fellowship? I'd be down. We are kind of doing something WoW right now. So, we'll see. It is really fun. If you're thinking about trying a version of WoW to get into, try Legion Remix. That's pretty fun if you like the grind. I think Fellowship is definitely worth it though. Like, Fellowship is definitely cool. And good. I really did enjoy it. I just don't know if I'm going to just sort of stop what I was doing in WoW to focus on Fellowship right now. But I am definitely interested in continuing to see what Fellowship is up to. I'm just gonna leave that there for right now. You know what I mean? I genuinely had a really good time with it yesterday, and I think it's really cool. But we've been on the WoW remix grind or the Legion remix grind pretty good, and people seem to be enjoying those streams. And we have buddies that we're playing with, and I have like a fun vision of like helping people get their achievements and transmogs and stuff. And I really enjoy that kind of like chill community vibe right now a lot. So yeah, I think it would be like much enhanced by having a group of friends to run with for sure. Now the fact that it has like the kind of just queue for it and run the dungeon situation, I think that is also really cool. But yeah, I think it's always more fun with buds. Definitely. Yeah. Well, you can play both if you wanted to, right? Like Fellowship is, you're running dungeons, but the gameplay really isn't the same as WoW. So it's like, yeah, if you like running dungeons and getting gear on your characters and progressing your guy, like that's a really fun thing to do. And I like doing that in a variety of games. And Fellowship is clearly inspired by WoW in some big ways, like thematically and like content-wise, but the actual gameplay is pretty different from WoW in my opinion. At least playing Warrior. Here we go. So I haven't read all of what you're saying, but I can already tell you that's bullshit. Not eating for 3 days is not going to be outweighed by increases in HGH because you have no insulin in your body. That's not how that works, brother. No, it's not a gem, bro. That's not a gem at all. That's not a thing. I hope you're kidding. Here we go. No, bro. Ugh. I do like Hex Bar. I still think PvP is fun, but just the overall vibe of what we're doing with PvE right now has been pretty enjoyable, so. Whew. All right. Yeah, Lucky Dude might be good for you, man. I thought it was fun. Definitely really cool. It also doesn't early access, so. Absolutely the kind of thing to keep your eye on as time goes on, right? Oh. That was good deads though. I don't know if I'm gonna end up tracking our hex bar work. Could. Good. I might have to adjust my mesocycle if we're gonna be doing all this deadlifting. I don't really mind tacking it on this day. It's all good. I just kind of copied my other mesocycles. Said I'll figure it out, but yeah, we might actually want to structure it a little bit more true to what we're doing here. Maybe. Maybe not. So, I think Fellowship is definitely very cool. I don't think anything really comes close to how smooth and sharp and polished WoW is. Especially expecting Fellowship and Early Access to be that, but I think Fellowship is definitely like a really, really solid entry into this space, especially in its early state. I've been eating more beef than chicken recently, but I like chicken just fine. Yep. Yeah, Mop RBGs is pretty niche PvP, but fair enough. Yeah, I bet you're gonna be busy. Fellowship be perfect? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. For sure. I don't eat really much pork. I'm not like morally against it, I just don't really eat much of it. But Legion Remix is something to look into, Luckadoo, if you're like, I don't know if you have a WoW sub right now, but Legion Remix is super fun. And it does kind of help you get ready for the next expansion if you're interested in doing that. Yeah, Fellowship definitely seems cool. Definitely. Alright. Do another one of those. We'll do another one, just kind of pump it up a little bit. I don't know if we need to do that much more. We're also kind of getting about that time where we need to roll out. An hour and a half mark is usually about what we've got time for. I got some chores to do, and then it's chill time with my boy for a while today. Party time. With my dude. That's fine, that's a good workout today. Good pumps. Pork destroys your stomach, and then not eating that. Here we go. I'm definitely, I said I'm not morally against pork. I'm definitely more morally against pork than chicken or beef though, for some reason. I don't think pigs are kind of smart. Here we go. The lower volume, you're in control of that. I'm a big volume enjoyer. You just like, you can change how many sets you do. I'm right now, I'm just tracking my very top sets. So, I don't know. I'm a big volume enjoyer myself. So, I think that you use the RP app to do whatever you want to do. And it's sort of suggesting and tracking progression. That's something I still find really useful. 15, 20 sets of muscle group? Yeah, me too. My volume is a little bit lower right now just because we're kind of still in that like 2 to 3 month window post competition. So, a lot of what I'm doing right now is kind of taking it, not easy, but I'm not pushing balls to the wall. Just kind of letting the progression sort of just naturally happen because we're eating more, and that just bumps up our lifts quite a bit. Not being so underweight. But I'm a big set enjoyer too. So remember, you can use the app however you want. Just me personally, I just don't feel like clicking, 20 sets on the app. Okay, yes. I'm just like, I'll just track my top sets, and I'm only doing like, 2 or 3 of those right now. I mostly just want to know what was the highest I did, and for how many sets and reps. Or sorry, not sets as much, but what are the highest weight and how many reps did I do at that right now? And then just make sure we do a little better than that, ideally next time. Have I ever fasted before? I don't just not eat all day. That's just not a good idea. You can do it if you want to, but it's not good for your fitness. It's just not. It's not helping me be effective. I think that not eating at all during the day is just not a good idea. And any fluctuations that it has on your hormones are simply a result of your body mobilizing resources because you're not eating, and it's not a significant fluctuation in HGH or testosterone to have any impact on your gains. What will impact your gains is not eating at all that day is going to make you make less gains, for sure. So it's not better for gains. And if you want to lose fat, just eat a deficit over a long period of time. These hormone fluctuations are just your body trying to balance things out, and it's not going to make you get leaner or bigger. It's not a significant enough difference. What will make you get leaner or bigger is eating food that's the right amount. And doing that consistently is what you need to do. Fasting is not something that I'm passionate about. You are going to lose gains if you don't eat for 3 days. That is not going to be good for your gains. And if you're trying to lose fat, fasting for 3 days will create a deficit, but it'll also make you feel pretty shitty, I imagine. And not be very good at your life during those 3 days, I bet. Unless you feel fantastic during fasting, in which case, hey, work it into your life. Cool. You know, you found something that makes you feel good. Awesome. But it is not going to make you better. So, don't get caught up in the bullshit. You know what I mean? Don't get caught up in the bullshit. Been struggling to get back into swing lifting, kind of fell 3 months ago, I got burnt out several years, come back. Get back into it, man. Get back into it. It's worth doing, especially if you're kind of like feeling it, feeling like you need to get back into the gym. Now's a good time to do it. Because you kind of have to do it even if you don't feel like it sometimes, but when you do feel like it, like it's nice to be motivated. Motivation is nice, it's not required, but it's nice, and you can sort of set up different motivations for yourself. You can kind of set goals, get you some nice Pulse pre-workout. If you want to feel like working out, get you some Pulse. This is like one of those pre-workouts that I feel like puts you in a good mood. Some pre-workouts are so loaded with stimulants, like makes you mad, like makes you like anxious and like your head's feeling weird. At least it has happened to me before. Pulse puts you in a good mood. And it's the best pre-workout I've ever had too. It gives you much more like a full body activation than just like a ton of stimulants straight to the dome, you know? So if you want to be angry during your training, I mean, that's up to you. But if you're looking for something that helps you kind of like activate, Pulse is fantastic. Absolutely recommend it. Absolutely recommend it. Do you feel like your ability to build muscle and get stronger has slowed down now since you've been training for so many years? You're absolutely going to get diminishing returns on anything. I mean, nothing is like or very few things improvement-wise are going to be like linear gains. Like if you want to get better at chess, you're going to probably get better fast, and then you're going to tailor, you know, it's going to like, you know, tailor off a little bit, right? That's just how it works with literally anything. So yeah, I think you make improvements not as fast as when you first started, but you definitely still make improvements, and you definitely still learn a lot. And you definitely still like have a whole life benefit of getting in the gym regularly. But yeah, I mean, any improvement is going to be something that you don't like ramp your improvement over time. But I think my ability to build muscle and get stronger has been like good. You know, a lot of it has to do with like what else are you doing with your life at the time, right? So if you keep competing all the time, you're not going to get a whole lot bigger and stronger. But over the next couple of years, we'll be eating, we'll be training, we will not be dieting down, so we should be able to get bigger and stronger nicely, I would imagine. I hope that's the plan at least. But yeah, of course. I've still been happy with my like pace of getting bigger and stronger for the most part. But I also would say it's not been like my main focus, you know? All right, what my main focus is making sure that I can go hang out with my boy and have our Friday of no school party time be good. these little shoulder guys. But the plan is to get back on stream and hang out with you guys. I don't know what time exactly. It'll be sometime in the evening PST. Probably no later than 6 p.m. PST. It's possible that it's earlier than that, but we'll see. Probably somewhere around there. No later than 6 p.m. PST, I bet. Could be earlier, but we'll see. Either way, I appreciate you guys hanging out. An hour and a half is usually about as much time as we have for in the gym. Good deadlift day. Even did a little bit of hex bar action, which is always fun. Getting some good posterior chain activation and involvement. But if you guys enjoy the stream and enjoy the fitness content in particular, make sure that you follow the stream. We're in here pretty much every morning, hitting it. And then of course, that will also let you guys know when we are live for the gaming streams, which most weekdays are like a morning, sort of afternoon gaming session, and then we come back for a nighttime sesh. Today is gonna be more like the weekend schedule where we're just on for the gym in the morning, and then come back on for like a longer evening session. That'll be the plan. Either way, thanks for watching guys, and we'll see you later for the games. Peace.